Right guys, today is a very special day because I'm here in Dior Harrods on the first floor, ready to wear, and I'm standing in front of the preview of the new collection. So in the room here, we've got the private room set up. All around me is the Autumn-Winter 2024 collection, which launched in Paris on Paris Fashion Week at the end of February, and I was so thankful to be invited along with my mother. I will pin the vlog to that up above, but without further ado, let me get into this collection. So starting with this side. Channel. If you're new here, my name is Cara and I'm from London. So today, come with me. I am here in Harrods, Dior, ready to wear. In fact, I'm just walking there now, and we are here to see the preview of Dior Autumn-Winter 2024, which is the same collection that I was so thankful to be invited to at Paris Fashion Week in February or end of February. So I've already seen the collection, but you know me, I come in here all the time for work and for pleasure. So I thought, let's go while it's first day of preview and see what other bits that they had that they wouldn't have had in Paris. Usually it's the same pieces as the collection on the runway, but they can be prototypes, and sometimes not all of those pieces are even put into work for the actual final collection for stores. So I'm actually on my way now to see the new pieces. Come with me, let's go shopping. We're just walking through women's wear super brands on the first floor in Harrods. I do need to pop into Miu Miu afterwards, but what I would say is the collection isn't actually launching until the 31st of July, but we are here, it's about a couple of weeks in advance. I think they should still have pre-fall. Yes, they do. So we've already seen these windows before, but let me show you anyway what they have in case there's anything new. No, I've shown you all of this before. So let's go into Dior. Right guys, today is a very special day because I'm here in Dior Harrods on the first floor, ready to wear, and I'm standing in front of the preview of the new collection. So in the room here, we've got the private room set up. All around me is the Autumn-Winter 2024 collection, which launched in Paris on Paris Fashion Week at the end of February, and I was so thankful to be invited along with my mother. I will pin the vlog to that up above, but without further ado, let me get into this collection. Let's get into it. I'm here, I'm looking around. We've got so many things to get through to show you. I've got ready to wear here, handbags, shoes. I mean, the world is our oyster today because everything is brand new in stock. There are lots of colorways for you to see. Now, if I start with this piece here, this was my favorite piece. I say was because there were two. The other colorway, the black with the white Miss Dior, isn't yet in stock, but let me talk to you about this. If you haven't already seen my earlier vlog, Miss Dior is the original print that Grazia Chiuri has blown up, more of a graphic, trendy style capsule print for this collection. It is the first drop of Dior ready to wear before they did Miss Dior in the 1960s. 1960s, all the previous Dior collections were couture. So in homage to the first ready-to-wear capsule collection from 1960s, Maria has really focused on Miss Dior. Now let me pan across and show you everything. So starting with this gorgeous trench, so this is 4,600. Now, like I said, one of my favorite pieces. I absolutely love this. And you know, I've already got the 30 Montan in the classic camel and in the khaki, but there was something about this. It's just lovely. However, they do have, if you don't really like to have such an overt print on the front of your outerwear, this print does come in a shirt. It also comes in accessories and on decals on the shoes. But let me show you what they have on ready to wear. So this is the new bar jacket in the check. In fact, I don't think this is called the bar. This will be called the fitted jacket, 3,400. This one I absolutely adored when I saw it in Paris. I have actually put a wish list down for the black, which hasn't yet come in yet. But one of the features of Dior Autumn-Winter are these beautiful golden nugget buttons. You'll have this as a pendant on a necklace and on features to do with the cuffs, as you'll see here. Some of us think it looks like a coffee bean. It's quite fun. So this, as you see, it says trunk show, which means it's the preview piece, which will be coming fully in stock on the 31st of July. So sit back and relax while I take you through some of these pieces. I mean, look at this, guys. So you don't just have tailoring here. And there's a lot of capes because it's all about layering and top to toe dressing in camel and black. I mean, camel is such a wearable color. Again, you've got the details of the chunky buttons here. That's double faced wool, so it's fully lined with wool. Then one of their new bib front shirts with the, looks quite tuxedo, quite formal, with a hidden placket with no buttons visible to the eye. Love this. I wonder how this looks on. This is beautiful. I think my mum would love this one. This is like a boucle wool. Look at the frill detail here, very subtle. Nice contrast to the 1940s pre-fall, which was all about the waist. This is quite square and boxy. I love these CD pearl buttons though. Look at that with the gold and the silver. That's also fully lined in silk. Oh, look, they've got a wide leg jersey. This is beautiful. It's actually not jersey at all. It's knitted, viscose knitted trouser, palazzo even. And then another cape, which is going to be far too long for me. On this side, you've got the real trend-led. I mean, Miss Dior, as you can see, it's really epitomizing the 1960s with the iconic logo at the time, and Maria has put it as a multi-way print, which is in homage to how it was done last time. Quite like it in the navy. This is very easy to wear, I think, even just with a tailored navy trouser underneath. This is actually a dress. Have they got the price on this one? I can find out. Then you've got the mini skirt. I think this would be quite popular if I'm not wrong. I reckon this would be quite a popular piece. This one I loved when I saw it on the runway because it's a cropped bomber jacket with a beautiful oversized shawl. But when you turn it around, you've got the Miss Dior there. So it's very subtle. Obviously with the Miss Dior focus on this season, where you've got the real blown up prints here, like a placement print here, you could be quite subtle with something like this. And then on the jeans, they put it on the front pocket, and this also comes in a white denim jacket. One of the key pieces of the season is the simple turtleneck jumper. So you've got the B here, and there's also a viscose yarn version of that as well. And on this side, there's a lot of beautiful Jackie O style jackets. So it's very boxy fit. As I've said, it's very 60s. So this season, it's all about the square fit. And I will come to the capes in a moment. I love this coat, you know, guys. This is beautiful. It's double face wool, but look at the inside. How much is that one? 4,300. And you can roll up the sleeves and customize it. But I think in terms of a coat, I wouldn't mind trying that one on. And then in terms of Miss Dior, it's not just about the print. So if you know the perfume, the Miss Dior perfume, this feature here is in homage to the bottle. So the Miss Dior bottle where you've got the bow. So Maria has put a lot of focus on the bow detailing for her ready to wear Now this is absolutely heavenly. I think this has a removable, oh no, it's not removable. This is a canage with the Miss Dior lining. Can you see it says Miss Dior there? How many times can I say Miss Dior in this vlog today, guys? And then continuing on with ready to wear, so the capes are such a feature of this collection. You can see the armholes are lovely and deep, so you can actually wear a jacket underneath this as well. I mean, it's so cleanly cut, but to me it's all about the details, guys. You know what I'm like with attention to detail. This is the same bomber jacket I showed you earlier, but without the graphic print on the back. This is all about the check, the window pane check. How much is this one? We will find out. There's no price. This is the viscose yarn version. So if you wanted a turtleneck that's more of an evening wear piece, then you have this. You probably can't see it much in the light, but it does evoke a very evening wear vibe with the yarn and the shine. Shown you that one already. And then if you saw my vlog, I filmed this beautiful jacket. It's actually a coat on the mannequin, and she was holding it with the Miss Dior bag, which I am in love with. This one, I'm not sure if it will suit me, but this is a canage leather skirt. I was going to say it's embroidered, but it's totally appliqued. This would have been done by hand, guys. So this is the canage detail that you're so familiar with, the wicker weave that inspired Christian himself to make the wicker inspired designs on his canage. Now welcome to my changing room. I love talking to you from here because here is where all the madness becomes sense. You know, when you see a preview, it can be quite overwhelming when you kind of come in thinking, I'll only just look at one or two pieces, but then once you see things styled really well together and the colors, I mean, I love camel and black as well as black and white, you can kind of go over your head and think, gosh, I love everything. But what I tend to do is I like to look at everything because I like to see how the design director and the creative director have put together a collection, and after that I tend to see what it is that I might like that would suit me, and then I will try things on, because even what I think might suit me might not suit me, right? So you can all agree with that when you're trying on for yourself. So I'm standing behind some of the pieces that both my essay and I have picked. I mean, this is, as I've said, I have pre-ordered this one in black, hasn't yet arrived, but I thought I would try this on anyway. And in fact, let me flick the camera around for you, and then I do want to try this on. It's one size smaller than I normally wear, and my essay has selected a cape with the Miss Dior on the inside, quite cute. But what I'm quite interested in is how he's paired it back with the Miss Dior shirt. So that's what I'm saying. If you don't like the overtly graphic prints on the outerwear, like I've shown you on the trench and on the blazer I'm wearing, then you can buy it in a shirt or even in a skirt. And I did want to show you how this looks as well. I've already tried this on. Shoes wise, now let me get into these shoes. These are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I have to say, in terms of accessories, footwear and bags are really stealing the limelight this side of the collection, I think. So what I'm trying to do with myself right now, being very honest with you, is I'm very selective because I have bought into Dior fall already, the New York and Paris collection. So when I look at these pieces today, I am doing it with an eye that what else could I add to my collection that doesn't already do a job that the other drops do. So without further ado, let me show you everything. Here's a sneaky peek of the bags, but I will try them on and we will talk about them. Right, so I'm starting off with this absolutely gorgeous blazer. Now, for all of those who have seen my previous vlogs, let me get my hair out the way. I love the bar jacket, okay, hands down, no questions, no confusion. I love the bar jacket, and why I say that first is because the bar jacket is nipped in at your waist and out at the hips. But as a girl who also loves the street, the trendy, the cutting edge elements of fashion, I love oversized jackets. So you would have seen in an earlier vlog I had tried on a black oversized blazer from Dior. This is also a oversized blazer from Dior, so ignore the length of the sleeves here. Let me zoom in so you can see. I've got my microphone clipped here, so ignore that. This is my own t-shirt, my own jeans, my new 30 Montan belt, reversible with the black side facing. But it's all about this blazer, guys. So it is starting off with a single breasted, it's placement print. So as you can see, when I move that, this Miss Dior would have been placed on top of this afterwards, which I love because that's the whole element of the 60s graphic print. So if I drop my other arm down, you can see it says Miss Dior. So for those of you who love the graphic prints on the outerwear, in terms of the trench and the blazer, I did actually put myself down for a wish list on the two trench coats, the black and the camel. But I think for myself, if I did get into an outerwear placement print, I would prefer it in the blazer. I just think even though it's quite graphic, it's a fine balance between being too graphic on a coat or too graphic on a jacket. I could wear a coat over this if I wanted to in the autumn. But yes, in terms of fit, this is a size 42. I could actually fit into a 38, but I love the oversized masculine element of this. Quite edgy, extremely edgy. In fact, I would have to have this hemmed up. It is on the higher end of the price point, so usually a jacket will be around 3,100 and up. So this is 4,300, and I do think it's because of this element here, the placement print. But I think if you are someone who likes your classics, this may not be for you, or if you're someone like me who's already bought into classics, thankfully, I'm kind of thinking I want to kind of edge up my collection with prints. So yes, what do we think? So guys, let me just show you these shoes now. So these are one of the favored shoes that I had liked when I saw it in Paris. The only thing I would say for me, if I'm quite honest with you, is I love the front of these, but I'm not sure about the heel. So if you love the heel, as I said, it's all about the gold spherical design detail on the buttons and on the heels, then this would be for you. But I think for me, from the front, it's so super and elegant. But I'm going to show you a couple more shoes, which I think I prefer. What do you think? Right guys, so here I am trying on the Miss Dior shirt. So I wanted to compare the difference between wearing it as a shirt and wearing it as a piece of outerwear, but I quite like this. I think this is quite cool, it's quite fun. You know, I've already got white shirts, we've all got white shirts, why not have a little bit of fun, I say. In terms of the fit, this is a size 36. You know me, I normally wear a 42 and I love my oversized fits on jackets, but I'm convincing myself to wear a nice neat fitted shirt, which is what this is. It's sitting on the shoulder as it should be, and it's £1,750, so quite like this. And I'm also wearing it with the Dior classic skirt. So this is in the tailored wool fabric. The shorts are under there, and then from the back you can see it's a short. And then I'm wearing these new season mules. So in terms of new shoes, this has the oversized canage on the heel there, and then at the very back you've got the CD. So quite like this in terms of a chunky version of a shoe, which is quite new because Dior don't really do such chunky shoes, and I thought it was quite cute to pair the block of the shoe with the daintiness of the skirt. But I'm going to try on with an oversized blazer to see how this looks before making a decision on whether I invest in something like this or so I'm trying on the same outfit now with the oversized blazer. What do we think, guys? This is such a preppy look. Let me just zoom in to show you. I love the proportions with the oversized jacket, with the mini skirt skort. But yes, what do we think? I'm kind of asking that to myself. Right, guys, now I'm trying on this beautiful jacket that I really wanted to see how it looks on, because for Dior this is quite a new shape. This is a square fit with a beautiful frill. I love the fact that they do have the gold pearl buttons, because with your gold hardware on your jewellery and on your accessories. Also, I'm wearing my Dior fall. Can you see that there? The lovely dragonfly earrings. I think this is such a cute jacket. It's very lightweight and it's in a lovely textured wool. And then on the shoes, if I just show you the shoes down here, I'm wearing the beautiful mule shoes. Now this is such a comfortable pair of shoes, guys, because you've got the block heel with the gold canage, and on the front it's in the most softest calf skin. So in terms of the other shoe that I tried on here, I think this one that I'm wearing now is very comfortable. But let me show you the shoes in detail. Right, guys, so quick little close-up as I'm showing you these together. So this is a gorgeous, I mean, look at the details as I bring it up. This is a gold, burnished gold canage metal with beautiful soft leather mule front. This one is very directional, very trendy with the Miss Dior on a patent leather. I love this one. You will see from my earlier Instagram post that I showed this as one of my favorite, with the gold sphere heel. And then you've got the platform mule with the oversized canage. What's your favorite? There's so many others, but these are my favorites, I have to say. Right, guys, now on to handbags. So I will show you as many bags as I can. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm running out of my time. I've got so many things to do this afternoon. But before I go, look at this absolutely gorgeous bag, guys, seriously speaking. So on the runway, some of the models were wearing it like this. It's so cute as a clutch. I mean, I actually probably would wear it like this, but when I'm traveling, I like to wear it like that. So it reminds me of the Lady Dior, because I carry my Lady Dior like that as opposed to like this. But let me show you the other bags that I'm completely obsessing about. Okay, so now on bags. So starting with this one, obviously this is the Lady Dior in the larger size. This is the medium. And what I loved about this when I saw it in Paris is the beautiful oversized canage. I mean, I think this is so trendy, so edgy. But I think it's also a beautiful juxtaposition, because you've got the trendy element of the canage on a very classic style. So if you already have the canage print, the classic canage, and you wanted something different, this would be such a thing to invest in. For me, there's so many down here that I love. So I am not obsessing about this one as much, but I so would. I mean, they also have this in, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, they also have the oversized canage in a white D-joy, which I will reach up later and show you quickly. But going back down to these, now this bag here I had put on pre-order for the patent black one, which I will show you in my vlog. But the more I see this in real life, the more I like this, because, you know, it's something different. Now, as I've said before, let me talk to you here. As I've said before, I've already invested in the Dior fall collection. I've bought the newspaper saddle print, as you know, and I kind of think now that I've acquired a few beautiful pieces in the classics, I quite like the playful element of the trendy pieces, and I think this is actually bit of both. I think you've got the trendy piece in terms of the Miss Dior logo, but you've got the real classic, higher value looking with the embossed Miss Dior quilting. And what I love about this, you can actually take the strap off and use it as a clutch. So if I just pretend that the strap isn't there, you can actually use it as a clutch and just hold it from this side as well. And then going back to the other one here, so in terms of the trendy element on the bags, you've got the Miss Dior in both black and white. And I mean, I'm gravitating more towards the trendier bags of the collection. And I think for me here, this is quite cool. What do we think, guys? Am I obsessing, or do you like them? I think some people may or may not like the print, and some people would prefer the plain. Some people might even prefer the canage as opposed to these. But I think in terms of being quite trendy, and it's something new, and you know, it's something different from my wardrobe, certainly. I quite like this myself, but I also like the white version. So yes, much of a dilemma. But I do like the size. It's quite cute for both evening and day. Right guys, now this is probably my favourite coat of the season. I think this is so cute. Let me zoom in. I've tied it more like a kimono style, almost like a robe, cinching it in quite roughly here, turning over the edge to edge center front, just to show a bit more of the double-faced wool. And then on the sleeves, you've got the beautiful Miss Dior sleeve here. But I think this is lovely. I mean, if you do want yourself a nice new coat, why absolutely not? I say on the grey. What do we think? Trouble is, I would have loved this in a black. It's just, you tend to gravitate to what you like, don't you? But if I was to wear this now with this bag, I think in terms of edginess, you've got the, you know, what do we think? This also would look lovely in the white bag as well, which I tried on earlier. Right guys, so we've left Dior now and we are heading back downstairs. Here I am balancing on the escalator as usual. I hope you can hear me, it's very loud here, and we've totally skipped lunch. It's now about 5:45, so we're going into the bakery to get something to eat, just to tide us over before dinner. But I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. What did you think of those pieces? I mean, obviously, if you don't like the obvious Miss Dior print, it might not be something that's for you, but even if it's not, they had so many lovely pieces without the print. I mean, the cape is just kind of ringing in my head right now with the double-faced wool lining with the Miss Dior logo. But anyway, let me show you where we're going to buy a snack. So we always, we don't always, because they're quite high in calories, but we do like our lovely croissants from here. So Mum's just getting a cheese one, like £4. And then my favourite one is the truffle and mushroom one. But then they also have this, which is the tomato and garlic soft cheese Paris Swiss. Yum yum. So we've got our croissant and we're on our way home now. So thank you ever so much for watching this vlog today, guys. I always appreciate your time. I'm not sure how long this vlog will be, but it's quite a meaty one. And let me know what you thought, as always. Thank you so much to my essay at Dior, and my essays I should say, at Dior today, for looking after us. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and follow me on our fashion fix together, because we will be going on more. So take care guys, have a good week, bye.